If I had known the truth, I would never have opened that envelope or even go for the DNA test at all, because it's a total waste of money. If only I had known the truth. Now you ask what happened. This is the story of a man betrayed by that only person he trusts so much, his wife. Now this man is in his late 30s and he's married with 2 beautiful children, although now the children are no longer his. Now what's really happened? He said his wife is the wife you will pray to have in a lifetime. Respectful, peaceful, a mother to the children and a wife to him, and also a mother to him as well, according to him. He said that if anyone would have told him this earlier on, that his children are not his, he wouldn't have believed it. Now I asked him, how did you find out? He said, Queenette, my first son, who is 10 years old, had serious asthma that we couldn't manage it, and we had to take him to hospital. Getting to the hospital, while the doctor was asking us some questions, the doctor asked me, the father, do I have anyone in my bloodline that had serious asthma? I said no. I checked my grandmother, grandfather. I have no one that experienced anything asthma in my bloodline. And the doctor turned to my wife and asked her, what about you? Is there anyone in your bloodline that had asthma? She hesitated and said no. And that response alone drew attention, but I just ignored it. I said maybe she's having a mother-child moment and all that. But that year Christmas, we traveled back to my hometown, and my sister called me aside and was like, brother, can you notice that your first boy has the face of your wife's old friend? I don't know if you get that. My sister called me aside and said, brother, do you know, or can you recognize, or can you see that your first boy face features is resembling your wife's friend, the one she always introduced as her friend? I couldn't say anything. That night I was looking at my boy, the way he sleeps. In the morning I was watching him, the way he smiles, his facial features, the nose, the lips, the eyes, the cheeks, even the color. Then I realized that I don't think he had my color. Seeing and looking at my boy, I can see my wife's friend face. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't say anything. I'll look at my wife. I'll look at the children. Now, I'm still talking about my boy, who is 10 years old. Now, it was time for the hospital routine, and my wife asked me to cover for her. I gladly said yes, because I've been looking for a genuine excuse to take these children to hospital and do a DNA test, because I've been disturbed since then. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus in anything. Nothing. I have known no peace since that day. I took my children to our family hospital, and after they were done with the hospital routine, I took them to another hospital. Yes, so that they will not know me, they can't trace me. The hospital I took them to, none of even the doctors, nurses, they don't know me in person. And I had to take that decision in case if things go south, which I didn't pray for. After the test, I was told the day the DNA result will come out. I said no problem. I told them I will come and pick it. Now, on that day, they called me that the DNA result is out, asking me which time do I want to come and pick it. I told them that I can't come because I'm not close, that I should give it to a rider, which was a lie, that the rider should bring it to a particular location I gave them. The rider, the delivery guy, brought it to that location, and that was it. The reason why, you all know, so that they don't mark my face. I don't know the results, so that they will not see me and start doing here in their mind. I don't want a pity party. I don't want people to look at me with pity and all that. And I did DNA test for my 2 children, the boy and the girl. It took me 2 whole days to open that envelope, which I don't know if I'm wishing wrong or right. I wish I didn't do the test or did not open the envelope, but nevertheless, the truth must be told or come out in any means. Now, I finally summoned up courage to open the envelope. Children of God, guess the result. For my boy, paternity probability 0.00%. My boy is 10 years. I have been married for 10 years. My girl is 7 years. And the paternity probability reads 0.00%. So the boy is not mine. The girl is not mine. I've been married for 10 years. My first boy is 10 years. My girl, who is my second child, is 7 years. And they are both not my children. How? I couldn't breathe. I felt as if the world is turning around while I was sitting down. I felt empty immediately. I cried. I wept. I wailed. Even though I was alone in my car. After some time, I summoned up courage, drove back home, and I met my wife and my children. Or, not my children by birth, but I don't know. I met them. My boy ran to me, "Daddy, welcome." That alone broke me. That daddy alone broke me. My girl came. "Daddy, you didn't buy the biscuit again." Yes, I forgot to buy the biscuit again. That was my response in my mind. Because I was already absent-minded. I was not myself anymore. And I apologized to the innocent girl. "I'm sorry. We'll go for ice cream tomorrow." My wife welcomed me. Same way. "Welcome." I called her into our room. I sat her down. And I dropped the envelope right on her laps. And I said, "Explain." You will not believe what came out of her mouth. The first word that came out of her mouth were,